It's got me debating, when little one comes, might be time to wrap it up and retire. I'm seriously thinking about at the end of the year, it's a world of swine. People can't find $1 a month to support this work. I don't know where the good contributors went. I don't know why so many people fell off. Good callers are gone. The support's gone. It's mind-boggling. Yeah, exactly. It's just like the old regulars are all gone. I don't get it. The support for the work, the views, everything is down, down, down. It'd be nice to just have a giant wood chipper and just, like a Jesse shows him. Sorry, Jesse, going in the wood chipper today. Jesse has that total beta male energy, like short and pudgy and a weak little voice. Again, wood chipper all day. Just toss these people in the wood chipper.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker.
The people who've learned this knowledge, we've started a contest in recent weeks on the Patreon. And today we're going to slightly change something, and we're going to see if we can raise a greater pool of money so that we can also have a daily contest. We've been having a weekly contest. Sweet lady's been getting mad at me because she's like, if you give that much money away every week, that's over $5,000 in a year. And
everything she has, he's paid for. That nice house they have now, he's paying for all that stuff. So Sweet Lady is a person that came into Zach's life and has benefited from this community, right? She also has the nerve to tell him where and when not to go somewhere. Oh, you can't go to Washington. Oh, you're in New York, you got to come back. Oh, you this and that. Oh, Zach, you need more money. Oh, your Patreons they're not supporting you. Oh, she's always like a dictator.
I said, yeah, that is true. It does sound like a lot that way, but I said, I think it's also just ultimately good for the community. Today, we will start week 5 of the contest. And this week, we're going to have a weekly game and a daily game. And I'm going to announce what the prize money is going to be for the daily game based on how many people sign up over the course of the week. Maybe we don't get much of a change today, but maybe people hear about it and they sign up tomorrow.
Here comes the best part.
If I didn't say, if you want to play in the money game this week, though, you're going to have to jump up to the $20 tier. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It's gross. It's for this. It's not because they love what they're doing. It's about making this.
Again, we're sticking with the $100 weekly payout, and the daily contest will be determined by who signs up. So, but yeah, if you want to play in the money game, you got to be on the $20 tier.
This piece of shit right here, he has an agenda. His agenda is to get very, 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 very rich, and he's gonna do whatever it takes to accomplish that. So,
but if you want a shot at the money and the daily prize, got to be on the $20 tier. And again, we'll situate and make it all fair. Remember, here's essentially the way it is. Let's say we have 100 people sign up today on the $20 tier because they want to play this.
Yeah, right. In your dreams.
You don't ever see me getting on here and lying. That's $2,000 in signups. Now, understand all of these platforms take 30%, and that's what they do as well. So 30% sadly goes to the platform. So that's $600 out of $2,000. So there's $1,400 in new play money there. Just totally full of shit. That if that happened, obviously we'd adjust the weekly prize to something a lot more substantial than 100. Okay, yeah, and if you guys go on the $20 tier on Patreon right now, just so you know, there's already a post up there for people to enter their picks, and it goes in chronological order, so we'll easily be able to see who the first 10 people were that got in. We've been doing it with the call board in past weeks. But, and yeah, if you're not the 10th, then you get entered in the daily game. Sadly, it is a nation where a lot of people are addicted to gambling, and they're really bad at it. I don't know anyone who's ever learned from me and gotten worse at gambling. I don't know that story at all.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Mark, maybe you don't know him by the name Mark, but you definitely would know his voice if you heard it. Found out yesterday that he passed last weekend, but supposedly he placed a big bet and he lost it, and it pushed him over the edge.
Hey, do you think you've had anything to do with this guy's death? Do you feel any responsibility at all?
Well, you know, I can't take responsibility for his death. I mean,
yeah, no, I don't take responsibility at all.
But I do feel like maybe I could have done more. So I know I see you're calling from.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I could have been more. I should have let him know just how great I thought he was. I wish I would have told him that before.
Do you think that would have saved him, or do you think these sports picks literally killed him because he was losing so much money.
So I know who you are. I know you're the troll that was going crazy in the comments. I recognize your voice.
What does it matter, bro? It's the truth. You contributed to this guy's death.
No. We're helping a lot of people win every single day, and we put out winning information almost every single day. And Mark was actually doing well too. And he just made a mistake.
Sadly, it is a nation where a lot of people are addicted to gambling and they're really bad at it. I don't know anyone who's ever learned from me and gotten worse at gambling. I don't know that story at all.
Oh, see, he's a liar.
I know a lot of success stories, and people say, man, I've been addicted to gambling forever and never won anything until I came across this. And this is just total bullshit. Like, who is this fooling? This is total bullshit. Here's the guy who's been here every day for over a decade, dropping the dopest information there ever was. Ego. Helping people pad their pockets.
This is number one bullshit.
And very little comes back in return.
Liar.
And, it's got me debating, when little one comes, might be time to wrap it up and retire. I'm seriously thinking about the end of the year just because it's sad how little support there is. It just makes me look out at the world and just say, man, the world sucks. The world is pathetic. It makes me sick that I drove all the way across the U.S. and financial support got cut in half after the trip. Aww. It's a world of swine. People can't find $1 a month to support this work.
Fuck these losers begging for $1 nonstop. Yeah, I just need $1. Give me $1. For how long, man? How long do you need $1 for?
Oh, hold on. Let's see what he's going to add to the conversation. Okay. We'll give this poor guy a chance. What's up, man? You done at the gas station?
Yeah, we're finished working.
Okay.
You know what you're going to need to do, Quacker? You're going to need to get a job when you have your baby. You do. I heard you said you were going to quit. You should absolutely quit and get a job.
Yeah, fair words. Fair words.
Well,
Stop
again, this is work that I do
without
each day.
regard.
Okay. Poor gas station attendant.
Because if you work at a gas station like Dan Barrett, who was another brilliant gematria teacher, then you'd be a loser, according to Zach.
Again, what I do is very real work, very important work that people value. That's why it's financially supported. And some of us evolve and put our skills and talents to better use. And we strive to do more than sit behind the cash register and give people change back and say, yeah, $13.50 on pump 5. Here's your 50 cents back, etc. I mean, it's great that you can do that, Cuts. You're the definition of a useful idiot.
So it sounds to me like he hates anybody who just ever had a real job.
But again, you're just not a very smart guy either. And that's why you are where you are in life. It's why you're a loner. It's why you have no friends.
Ironic.
There really should be a Gematria Effect news in every major city, funded by the people. Every last damn American should be pledging $1 a month to Gematria Effect news.
Imagine all that money had come to me. Me.
Should have a huge studio in a big city like San Francisco. I mean, to me, that's a joke right there. That's a joke. I don't even want to hear that. I'll tell you what, though, if this per month thing gets up to something like $10,000 a month, I'll hire a couple people. Then I can afford to have some employees. I'll hire Jonathan, Right now, there's 10,787 coming in a month. That's more than I need for myself. That's why I'm paying $1,000 a month for a website. That's why I'm saving the rest of the money for a future cause, like getting a building and renovating it and being able to have the resources to put in the furniture that we can have to set up a, Gematria Effect news studio. This money is for the cause. If this money goes up to $30,000, I'm telling you guys, it's going to happen overnight. We're going to have the building. We're going to have people hired. It's going to make a huge difference. We can do a lot with $30,000 a month, but I am saying we hit $30,000, things will happen. Things will happen, and they'll happen fast, and you'll see it. I'm transparent. Milk to community are retards. Something tells me someday there's going to be some ugly karma for you. We are coming up on one of the best lines I've ever heard in all of the world of comedy. Here we go. I'm serious. If Luka Doncic and I played one-on-one and carrying was enforced, I'd win the game. Yeah.
can't even move the ball without carrying. He literally can't even dribble a basketball. And I always see the trolls trying to question my athleticism. That maybe that's the way to fund a movement. We'll play one-on-one on basketball courts. I haven't even shot at basketball for 10 years. I know I can go out there and still smoke you day one.
I doubt it.
You guys think I'm good at gematria? I used to be a very good athlete as a younger person. And
That's probably another lie.
somebody says, why am I such a hater? Am I a hater? I think the answer to that question is hell yeah. I don't feel like I'm a hater. I feel like I got lots of haters. I'm someone who speaks facts about society. It's not hate, it's truth. The only reason that this isn't the #1 channel on YouTube getting 1 billion views a day, because it should be, ego. No, sorry. I'm not being a hater. I'm just telling you the way it is. Yeah, for all of you guys who don't like me, you know, again, like I've told you a million times before, the only people who don't like me are fucking losers. So know that about yourself too. That's also a fact. Where in the true definition of a narcissist could I ever be described as a narcissist? The only people who don't like the hardest working man in the world at truth and who exposed the biggest secret there ever was of the cabal in spades. It's just their ego. They're all about their ego. To not like that person, you have to be a fucking loser. And again, most people are fucking losers.
Like yourself.
Eddie Bravo is a waste of fucking airtime. I'm sorry, these people don't need to be heard from anywhere. That's why we need... Never mind, I'm not even gonna go down that one, but it's just like, it really is why sometimes I do cheer on the idea of the Georgia Guidestones. It's like, there needs to be a lot less Eddie Bravos in the world. These people just need to not exist. Who's rooting for anyone's death? Guy that drives around in his car and talks to himself. Him and his buddy, who's not wise, have been trolling me. See, that's the thing, you know. Before he came around and became a supporter, he was a troll of mine. Him and Wise were always trolling and trying to make little shots at my work and me and make things about race. I thought it was crazy because, like, why is Wise always trying to attack me and call me a racist? This is some coon shit. Willie D, Major Shill. You know, if you're subscribed to this guy, tell him however you want to put it, but this guy's a motherfucking coon. I'm like on here showing how the media does a racial code to shame and murder black men, and you're seriously gonna attack me and say I'm some kind of racist? Fucking coon. Willie D's probably one of these black men that would bitch if he heard a white person use the word nigga. No, that's just for my people, you know? That's bullshit. My second grade teacher made me start to question life because she was this old, cranky lady. Every day she'd tell me I smell bad. And I bathed every day. I never smelled bad. I never heard anybody say that to me, but she was like mean to me. And I was like, what is wrong with her? And she was just so critical. I remember I drew a picture and she said how bad it was. And and that's why it's easy for us to get targeted by this big government machine that has essentially endless money since they just print dollars. You know, you can give it to an angel, or again, you just listen to it. It's like mental illness, or a guy who just babbles around in his car. Like that guy. See, that's the thing about the guy who drives around and babbles in his car. He got all these different luxury cars. Why are you pocket watching? And he won't share. And like I said before, I said, instead of just driving around babbling in your car, you got all this money and wealth. Share a little bit about yourself to help other people come up. What's the game? How is it that you own a whole luxury fleet of cars? Pocket watching. Some people just get sucked in the trolls. Rambo used to always come on TFR. He's got all the trolls in his ear. Over time, finally, Rambo gets all in his emotions, and then he's like having a tantrum on TFR. Again, Rambo represents, honestly, you guys, what's wrong with the world.
Some delusional schizo shit.
By the way, when you were doing that stream, there's a woman, you'll see her name. She has an orange icon. Her name is GEM8, like TRIA, something like that. But she was in that chat watching your guys' thing too.
I'll check it out.
And the thing about her is, see, she's some other weird type of thing. And who she always rolls with is this guy who we call Simple Troll. She's always promoting his work, which is some of the worst work in the community. But
what the fuck? Like, that's a clear shot at me. I'm like, what? This guy's a real piece of shit. How you gonna say that to people?
And see, when I ended up canceling the DC trip because there's too many things went against it at once, She was like the biggest person everywhere saying, oh, see, Zach's just nothing but a talker and a fraud. It's like, yeah, fair words. Fair words. Man, I've been out pound and payment doing all this shit. This is like the first time I had to backtrack on something, and this bitch had a lot to do with it. Excuses. Here, another story I can tell you. Yeah. A guy who was in my comments when I first started, always trying to help out. He seemed all right. It turned out he was in the Pacific Northwest. He was like down on his luck. I was buying him lunch, getting him cups of coffee and stuff. And so anyway, that was the first time I met him. So the second time I meet him, he asked to go out to lunch, and I told him I'd pick it up again. Based on his date, I knew I was going to have to pick up the tab. But I pick up the tab for him. This guy starts just ordering everything on the menu. And after he's like ordered everything, like when I think he's all done, he's ordering a second beverage. He's ordering a dessert, another dessert. He ordered something to go. Bon appetit. He racked up the biggest tab, right? And I'm like, dude, what, like, am I feeding like your, like, where are you taking all this food to? Anytime any troll makes a video, he's in their comments like, oh yeah, Zach's a real piece of shit. And
Indeed.
it's just like, dude.
That's what I get sick about the troll types. That's what I've noticed about the troll network. They're always attacking me for being a liar, but
If the shoe fits.
then they don't have anything to back up their claims, but they're constantly lying to try and prove their points. Dick-sucking, lying, kike, faggot. It's a really annoying tactic to deal with constantly. Liars calling you a liar. We are coming up on one of the best lines I've ever heard in all of the world of comedy. Here we go.
I don't care for any of these Jesuit puppets, but I don't wish death on anybody. I feel like that's a bad thing to do.
Oh, really?
Todd's a fucking loser. I wish we were covering Todd's obituary. But I don't wish death on anybody.
People are fucking retarded, and they need to be cleansed from the earth.
I don't wish death on anybody.
There's a lot of people that belong in a fucking wood chipper.
I don't wish death on anybody. And some people do deserve to just burn up and perish in an instant because they're fucking losers. But I don't wish death on anybody.
Bullet in the fucking head is what these people need.
I don't wish death on anybody.
The one thing I'm down with the Illuminati is the depopulation agenda. Just so many fucking losers. 86 them.
I don't wish death on anybody.
Almost everybody else, I wish I could drop the bomb on them, to be perfectly honest.
But I don't wish death on anybody.
One thing I agree with about the Illuminati is their depopulation plan. I think it's 1,000,000% right. I fully endorse it. I just wish they would do it faster.
It might be deserved. You've heard me say, like, in a way, if these horrible things happen, it's deserved. I don't like really saying that, but I do kind of feel, and I understand why I say it that way, but I don't wish death on people. He's just a little pathological liar. I don't wish death on people.
A few moments later.
What did the Georgia Guidestones say? Can I join the I'm joking, you guys. I would never join, but sometimes I think, like, I almost wish I could take it over and just get on with the plan.
Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but
I don't like that they etched it in stone 40 years ago and haven't done shit about it. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know if it's my fault, but I'll tell you this, you guys. This community used to have, like, awesome callers, awesome knowledge, awesome contributions. Most of the calls we took were just like great and helpful and built on meaning to the stream. And now when I take calls, I kind of feel like I'm just wasting everyone's time. I don't know who's listening anymore. I don't know where the good contributors went. I don't know why so many people fell off.
Are you dumb, deaf, and blind?
It's discouraging, I got to be honest.
Aww.
And I don't know. I really just do feel like the work's dead too. It's like we did 4 podcast episodes. In a month's time, the 4 of them had 400 views total. It's put in time to this, and then you still don't get any more views. It's like, what in the world? I mean, how is this work so dead?
What could it be?
There's no reason to explain any of this. That the good callers are gone, the support's gone. It's mind-boggling.
He's complaining that his support's going down, but he won't take responsibility for it. He's blaming everybody else for why people are not supporting him anymore.
Censorship's a big part of it, but I still don't know where the great contributors to the community that used to be here years ago have gone to. I don't understand, unless they just all gave up on the world. You know, it's like no one's remaining. No one's remaining that can actually be helpful. Yeah, exactly. It's just like the old regulars are all gone. I don't get it. I literally do not get it.
It's like lacking up here,
Something that really weirded me out is the salesman who came to the door. He was with the same company that had come by like 3 times in the last 2 weeks. And I was like, why do these guys keep coming by my house when I keep telling them I'm definitely not interested? It's not like I've even been anywhere remotely near wanting what they're offering. I don't want to spray the bugs. But the guy who comes to the door, he goes, "Hi, I'm Kodi with a K." I was just like, okay, am I in the Twilight Zone? Why are you introducing yourself as Kodi with a K? I didn't even mention that when I came back because I was just so weirded out by that. I was like, it's better not be the troll network at my house trying to sell me bug spray every time I start a damn live stream. You might be following someone who is just severely mentally ill. It sounds like it. All the evidence points to it. And that kills me too. Actually, speaking of that guy is getting better views on his whack-ass decode videos.
Jealousy's an ugly color.
What's that fat comedian that came on the scene the other year? Is his name Tim Dillon? Is that his name? Guy that has the big bitch tits. Looks like the average American at this point. Like that guy, where'd he come from? He's getting like crazy views, and just another guy that just has idiotic views on everything. Not funny at all, calls himself a comedian. I think you guys, if I just disappeared for a year and just stuffed my face with Twinkies and ice cream and came back with big fat bitch tits, I really think my channel might do a lot better, because then the average American will look at me and be like, oh, there's a guy I can relate with. Just be snacking on candies and drinking sodas and growing my bitch tits and talking nonsense and talking 5G radiation. Might be able to get the work back online.
Give it a try.
It's just, I see super diminishing returns on doing YouTube videos. Again, I do this work to hopefully push the movement forward, and it hasn't gone forward for a long time. It's just gone down, 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 undeservedly so. Patreon support is going down, 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 down. But seemingly it doesn't seem to resonate with more people at any point. It just seems to be as time goes down, the support for the work, the views, everything is down, down, down. They reap what they sow. It just kills me, you guys. It's just why everybody else's work is bullshit. Literally, like everybody else with all their sideways opinions that don't add up for nothing, it's all bullshit, you guys. We're the only one. I hate to sound so arrogant with that statement, but we are the only ones who've been on top of it, nailing it, telling you who's doing it. It's like, dude, can this guy just shut the fuck up? In what world are you the best to anyone with a brain? The real goal of this is to build it into something much greater where we can hire a team of people and take it to another level. That's going to continue to be the goal. It might take 40 more years to get there at the rate we're going. I mean, to me, that's a joke right there. That's a joke. I don't even want to hear that. But if that's what it is, then that's what it's going to be. Hopefully we're still here in 40 years. Or if people could do their part and chip in $1 a month. This guy doesn't give a fuck about anybody. This guy is an ultimate tyrant who cares about his own net wealth and ego. Things are expensive, and yeah, I'm not even talking about the things I've been doing behind the scenes.
I think we're gonna talk about it right fucking now.
He claims he doesn't have any money to hire people or to travel, but in the same breath he's secretly investing the community money to fund his retirement. This guy is a grade A piece of shit.
I want you guys to understand that this is where your dollar is going. Okay, people? Your dollar is going to his $500,000 house. Your dollar is going to his cars, his gold-digging girlfriend.
I'm a lot closer to the goal than I was years ago, and things have happened. But there's still a lot more resources before we can fill a new studio with bodies and have a team of people and know we're going to have resources to put out paychecks and keep people together and keep it going. He knows what he is saying is total bullshit. And again, it's amazing how my trolls think that by making decently edited videos showing wrong sports picks, that's some kind of argument that my work is bullshit and a fraud. You'll notice none of those people will ever come on and debate. They'll just sit there on their YouTube channel anonymous.
This is another one of Zach's default positions. Call in and debate me right now. He tries to goad you into calling him. And if you say one thing he doesn't like, he'll hang up on you. So it's not really a debate.
Yeah, I was wrong again about Canada and the Stanley Cup. It's the second time I've been wrong on the Canada theory. Canada's 24, and In 2017, I thought they'd end a 24-year drought of not winning the Stanley Cup. And when they lost then, I said, well, maybe they got to wait till 2024. They got back into it, but obviously they lost to Florida. Another wrong predictions. And you know what's weird is like the people who make the slander videos about me. By the way, when I'm talking about people who make slander videos about me, Cuts, I'm not talking about you. You're irrelevant. You're just a little fucking weirdo. I'm talking about the people with video editing skills who sit here and screen record every video I do and try and chop up everything like it's some political campaign ad to make me look bad, where their videos entirely miss the context and truth of my work and also are highly misleading.
You know, just nothing but BS.
I'm not talking about you, Mr. Irrelevant Man. I'm talking about, again, the trolls that have had an impact because they know how to edit videos, which, you know, if you're good at that, you can get an audience and you can manipulate the truth.
Coming from a pathological liar, I take that as a compliment.
Remember, you and little Bamboo Soldier, between the two of you, you guys were almost tall enough to ride the fair ride. Bamboo Soldier and Cuts, like, which one of you guys is going to hit 5 feet tall first?
I talk shit.
But yeah, just so many people in this country just don't need to be here. And that's why I'm not sure the Illuminati is wrong about the Georgia Guidestones. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but my dream is the support comes back from this work and I could say, look, sweet lady, they want me out there again. You guys, there has to be way more support for this work so we can do way bigger things with it. Again, we need a full-time Gematria Effect news crew.
We're going to end the notion that he doesn't have enough money to hire people once and for all. Here is a month-by-month breakdown of how much he's likely made off Patreon since 2018 that was tracked by a third-party site.
Telling people that they're saving the money. They've been saving the money for 7 years and haven't done shit. I'm going to hire an employee as soon as I get to 10,000.
I'll tell you what, though, if this per month thing gets up to something like $10,000 a month, I'll hire a couple people. You know, then I can afford to have some employees. I'll hire Jonathan, you know.
Right now, there's 10,787 coming in a month. That's more than I need for myself. That's why I'm paying $1,000 a month for a website. That's why I'm saving the rest of the money for a future cause, like getting a building and renovating it and being able to have the resources to put in the furniture that we can have to set up a, you know, Gematria Effect news studio. This money is for the cause.
I'll tell you what, though, if this per month thing gets up to something like $10,000 a month, I'll hire a couple people. You know, then I can afford to have some employees. I'll hire Jonathan, you know.
It's like, I mean, what a piece of shit this guy is. If this money goes up to 30,000, I'm telling you guys, it's going to happen overnight. We're going to have the building. We're going to have people hired. It's going to make a huge difference. We can do a lot with 30,000 a month, but I am saying we hit 30,000, things will happen. Things will happen, and they'll happen fast, and you'll see it. I'm transparent. If this money goes up to 30,000, I'm telling you guys, it's going to happen overnight. We're going to have the building. We're going to have people hired. It's going to make a huge difference.
This is what I'm saying. This guy's a liar. If you have a brain and you're not one of his cocksuckers, you'll see through it.
How much funding there is for just totally bullshitting people. because there's a whole herd of sheep out there to fleece. Again, it's not a crime if you don't get caught. Ripping off dumbasses, I mean, it's all he's ever catered to. Raked in $1 million off a gullible populace. It's too easy to fleece the herd. Hopefully all these spiritual people are right and there's some afterworld consequences. We need more people to show support. No, he doesn't. He's just nothing but a bullshit con artist. We need some people to roll out and help us achieve the dream. We need Team Gematria on the streets of America. We need the funding to fly to where this shit happens so we can get out there and speak like we do. And to tell such a whopper of a lie, I don't know. I don't know how some people sleep with themselves. You share the work with your audience, but then you always kind of talk like, but I don't really see like what the point is, or I mean, how do you?
Yeah, but you can also find somebody. There's so much that happened in history. There's so many of these key figures that you can literally find a person for every single date. So, you know, putting this numbers of this guy is this many dates. You can find the Pope to this Pope to that this guy. You can always find, but you can always find somebody that has a certain amount of numbers away.
Yeah, fair words. Fair words.
And what does that actually mean? And how does that actually predict or help anybody, us going into the future?
Okay, hold on. So Jesse, I want to see, because Jesse, you're the same guy who thought 1 times 1 should be 2, and I had to explain to you why 1 times 1 is 1. Remember? So let's remember that's who you are.
Yeah. Burn every bridge.
So hold on.
No, it's remember nothing. They're done, and you don't even have to worry about coming back to my show.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I do realize a lot of people are just like fucking retarded and worthless and cannon fodder. And that's why I've said for a lot of years, it'd be nice to just have a giant wood chipper and just, you know, like a Jesse shows him. Sorry, Jesse, going in the wood chipper today. But I don't wish death on anybody. I feel like that's a bad thing to do. When you think flat Earth's more important than this, that's automatic in the wood chipper. It's a disgrace of a human, to be perfectly honest. That's like flat earthers, man. Just they don't have common sense. That's why they sit there and make dumb arguments and waste a decade of their life.
Ironic.
And don't ever come at me and say I've wasted the last decade of my life. You know, the truth hurts, doesn't it? Jesse has that total beta male energy, you know, like short and pudgy and a weak little voice. Again, wood chipper. I don't wish death on people. Do we need weak little beta pudgy males? Do we need them? Do we need little dumbass flat earthers that don't respect the truth and hard work and real ethic and put down real work because they think the flat earth's more important? I'm sorry, wood chipper. Wood chipper all day. Just toss these people in the wood chipper. Even though these people are evil and sick, I don't really want to wish death on anybody. I don't think that's good karma. I don't think it is wrong. I think there's way too many worthless, breathing, you know, knuckle-dragging losers like a Jesse. Oh, this guy sounds fucking crazy. I'm unsubbing this guy's channel.
That's all, folks.
Till next time, truth seeker.